Alrighty. Now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. New York was being overrun by an entire island of people turning into giant spiders and who had spider abilities. Now, the Queen Spider did quite a number of things, and those things all came to an end. She was overpowering heroes, and she was taking out more people faster than the cure could cure civilians. And that was a major issue. Julia, she looked into many futures. She saw many outcomes and many things. And she started to see that the scale was tipping towards the queen winning. So, she had a plan. She knows it was a bad idea. But of the possible futures, it is the best one to save everyone's lives. And she was willing to sacrifice herself by turning a Iron Man suit into a literal warhead to take down the Queen. Now, Ben remembers a lot of things he did. He feels like a terrible person, a horrible human being. And he told Julia, her powers are still needed. Let him be the pilot on this. And Julia, she somewhat collapsed. She knew she was sending Ben on a suicide mission, the same one she was about to put herself on. And Ben, he survived the blast, but his injuries, he did not survive. Ben was barely able to get out of there alive, but even with medical attention, his heart and his body sadly gave up on his mind. He thought he could do anything and get out. I mean, he's just that lucky, right? Right? No, it didn't work. The city, though, was saved, thanks to Ben's sacrifice, thanks to the Scarlet Spider's sacrifice. Now, Deku and Cindy. These two, they had a lot to talk about going forward. They have a lot to worry about. They have a daughter. And Deku, he doesn't want to see Julia ever again. After what she did. After that insane mission she sent him on. And Deku is quite angry. However, right now we do cut to him. Deep, deep in thought. With great power comes great responsibility. But what if that responsibility changes? What they don't tell you about is how that responsibility evolves. I mean, he has the power to do something, so it's his responsibility to change things, make the world better, right? But why is he making the world better? Why is he changing things? So people can live in it? So he can live in it? So his family can live in it? But that's the hardest thing in his mind right now. That's the weirdest thing in his mind. And Deku, he does stand there, right in front of Ben's grave. He has a lot to think about, a lot on his mind, and he's worried. Did he make a mistake all those years ago? No, he didn't. He made the right call. He was given a bad hand, and he decided to fold. He didn't play it. And Deku gonna hear someone shout out. Them gonna actually run back over as Deku does a turn. His daughter running into his leg, and right now gonna hug him. Ask him if he's gonna come back to the car soon. I am Minko. And I was gonna actually bend down and tell her. He just needs another second with Ben. He just wanted to talk to him. Today, would have been his birthday. Okay, Dad, but you don't talk about him a lot. What happened? That's complicated. Oh, is it? Is that why you don't talk about Aunt Julia? How do you know Julia's name? Dad, you have a picture of her. I mean, you, Ben, and Kane? I don't know who that last guy is, but isn't he your other brother? He was. Listen, just head back to the car, sweetie. I'll be back soon. It's just I have a lot on my mind. Her gonna turn and walk away. And Deku actually is gonna sit down. Him already on his knee. He's definitely gotten older. Things have definitely changed. The day Spider-Man died. That right now into his mind. And let us cut back way before all that years ago, whenever Deku, he let Spider-Man die. The current day. The one we left off in. Where Izuku, he was dealing with his emotions about Julia. He was dealing with his emotions with Ben. And he was also trying to deal with Cindy. But most importantly, he was trying to deal with his daughter. And worst of all, he kind of has to deal with Black Cat, playing a bit of a game, mourning Kane's death. You know, there's not really a good way to explain what she did. She sent them a care package. That's quite apparent. She sent them something that is full of things they might need for their daughter and for them. She even got them some wine that can bypass the healing factor. That shit is expensive, but also nice. And Deku even got a card, along with some photos. We all know what they were. And Cindy did not like that. Now, Cindy burned the photos and made things sort of apparent. Things with her are complicated right now. And the fact that she's mourning Kane does not make things any better. And Deku, yeah. Now he has to deal with that. But he also has to deal with another thing. Finding a place to bury Ben. How to manage his company. And those are just a few of the thoughts going through Deku's head. As we do cut to a week after Deku received that basket from Black Cat. And Deku, he's been trying to get his life back on track as Izuku. Spider-Man has made a few appearances. However, Izuku has also been trying to focus on being a father. And also trying to deal with a company, so, juggle, juggle, juggle. That on his mind. His thoughts keep jumping back and forth. And Deku, he does get to head out to his company. Him walking to the new building as he does look around. A few people actually still somewhat trying to process what they're looking at. And exactly how they went from a small little building that could probably hold about 10 to 8 different offices, including the boss, to now being a full-on tech lab. And Deku, whenever someone just come running up to him, they do try to at least introduce himself. Deku turning his head and someone being surprised. Hi. Uh, hi. Uh, you're the boss, right? I am, yes. Uh, were you one of the new hires we had? Actually, I wasn't. Um, I don't actually have nearly any of the expertise any of these people have. Okay. So, why are you here then? You need a personal assistant, right? Someone to handle the big shots and the guys who try and manage business and stuff like that. Pass along messages for you and do a few things whenever you're busy. Uh-huh. I think I already have a personal assistant. Are you sure? Because I know how to sell you a few things that you probably would not be able to say no to. Huh. So you're saying you know business? I do, yes. Huh. Sure you do. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but I'll decline for right now. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. We still gotta get everything sorted and then turn everything back on. Mhm. What do you guys even do here? Okay, can you please leave before I call security? Sure. The girl gonna turn and walk away. And Deku, he does watch the lab come together. And Izuku, he feels proud. He is building something from the ground up. And he is getting more and more attention. It feels great. I mean, he's going to be recognized as Spider-Man and as Izuku, but as two different people, not the same person. I mean, revolutionary, life-changing technology, and being one of the better heroes of New York. I mean, not the best, but it's something. He's rubbing shoulders with Reed Richards and Iron Man. Yeah, no pressure. Okay. Just stay calm, Izuku. Stay calm. You'll be fine. Then on his mind, and someone they do come walking into the building. As Deku, he was walking through and looking at a few things. He talked to May, he talked to Miss Shield, he talked to a ton of people, and tried to figure out about what a few of them might be trying to do. And it was definitely quite interesting. As someone, they come walking up to Deku, and they're trying to ask him if they can have a minute of his time. And Deku, he turned to see Black Cat. I'm a bit more alarmed. What are you doing here? I'm here to talk. I want to chat with you. So, get my care package? I did. What'd you think? Cindy put the photos on fire. I see. Well, I do have backups. Okay, can we not do this here right now? Sure. How about your office? Her gonna turn and walk. And Deku does not recall telling her the layout of this building. And Izuku does look at narrow his eyes. She's been keeping tabs on him. Why? Okay, that's definitely annoying. So what to do then? I'm gonna turn and walk away. Someone stopping Deku because they want his, well, feedback on their equation. And Deku does a turn and look at it. I'm going to somewhat narrow his eyes and stare for a second. That doesn't look like it would work. But why? Well, the equation's correct, but over here, what you're trying to account for. Is that everything, or is that accounting for reentry? No, that's before that data has been processed. Why? So you're trying to make something that can survive the atmosphere, but not survive reentry. I see where I went wrong. Yeah, you want to try and account for that before, and then put your math in, just to make sure everything's correct and stable. So it would have gone wrong. It would have, yes. Thank God. Okay, I knew something was off, but no, you're fine. Just I'm a little busy right now. I'm gonna turn and walk away, and the person doesn't want to sit there. Okay, so they need to fix that. Them going to wipe away that part of their equation. As Deku does a turn and walk away. Him heading to his office. Him going to open the door and stare at Black Cat, who right now is sitting in his chair. Her with her feet kicked up, talking about it as Deku does a turn and close the door. Him going to web it shut and lock it. Okay, I'm going to turn back around. As Black Cat, she right now is on the other side, Deku's side, and he has someone stare up at her, ask her about what she's doing here. Him walking over. I wanted to chat. Is that so wrong? Okay, first of all, Deku walking right up, telling her he's married. Second, she and him, they never really had a thing going on. Come on. Why not fix that? You want to chase. Maybe. You want me to chase you. I do, yes. Is that so wrong? Yeah, it is. Especially because I stopped. Why did you do that? Let's see. You threw me off a building. You manipulated me once, and that was not fun. Then there was the fact that whenever I actually tried to be serious with you, you kept flirting. You wouldn't help. Then you were a villain, a criminal. I had to step in to stop you from murdering someone. By accident. I still remember that. Fact is, I'm done. You're done with me? I'm done chasing you. I'm not done with you though. See, I like how that sounds. You shouldn't. You're you're still processing his death. Of course I am. I loved him. I did too. No, you didn't. Not like I did. I'm an only child. So am I. So having a brother and a sister, that was nice. Having more family. After Toga died, I wanted to isolate myself. I was alone in this. Then they came along. I dealt with Venom, and Venom would mess with my head. Venom made me question everything. I had Jess for a bit of time, but even I didn't know her. Secretive, shield agent, the whole 9 yards. Then them. They helped me more than they could ever know. And I got them all killed. Ben died. Kane was murdered. Tarantula's dead. And I can't even look at Julia. Yeah, heard what you did. Took some serious balls to do that. Sent a guy to his death. I know. You hate her, right? I don't. I saw other options. I saw other options than nuking the fucking city. Nuking that fucking bitch. Ooh, that's gotta be a sore spot. Her ex is still gonna stop leaning on the desk. Her gonna walk over. As Deku, he doesn't bring his hand over Black Cat is gonna get right in front of him. Him going to grab her by her shoulder and tell her, try and move forward again, he's gonna break her arm. Don't remember you being that weird. Or serious. I grew up. Sure you did, Spider. Sure you did. So, I'll go. You will? Her accents won't lean forwards. And, Deku, he does actually want to back away. Her just won't smile. And look at Deku with those eyes. Blue. And not intimidated? Fearless? No. The eyes of a vixen. Someone who knows they're hunting. And that cat, she is chasing a spider. And she wants to have her fun with it. Throw it around and see what she can do. I mean, she might just squash a bug, but in the end, she might come out on top. Though, she always does, doesn't she? Deku is trying to think of a few things to deal with the situation, and the first thing that came to his mind was simple. Going out of the window. Not a bad idea, but throwing her out of a window would be bad for his image. Funny enough, that doesn't feel normal anymore to say, so it's not. She'll land on her feet, yeah, but she'll just come back and be more annoying. Okay, so should he. No, no. Oh god, that would just make her worse. Okay, so he can't tie her up, but throwing her over a window is an option, so why is that the better one in this situation? Okay, what do you want? See, I always get what I want. Now, if I can, I want to talk. Then talk and don't try to come on to me. I can do both. Listen, I want to see how things go this time. You can't do that. And why not? Because I've moved on, and you're stuck on me. Listen, just go. Hmm. No, I won't do that. Do you want to get coffee? Hmm? Coffee? It's either I ask you out for coffee or you scream and make a scene, right? I do this, fall into your little game, and then we start over. I know how this goes. Oh, I'm so desperate to get a date with you. So what I do is I finally get that lucky chance, something pops up, and then I blow it. I mess things up. That's how things used to be. For us, it was different. Now I'm telling you, tomorrow, coffee, we can talk. Just get the fuck out of my building, alright? You don't make this so much fun. I'm not trying to make this fun. If I do, you'll keep it up. Well, I can do that too. I really need to be careful with my phrasing around you. You don't have to. I mean, words, they'll just flop out of your mouth, right? God, I hate the English language. Right now, Deku gonna turn, telling her, okay, so leave before he injects her with venom. And basically leaves her on a rooftop. Really? You won't do that. You're a hero. Fine, I'll take you to the cops. Fine, I'll go. I'm gonna turn and walk away. And Deku's gonna walk over to his desk and sit down. Him gonna do some paperwork as he actually starts to talk with Cindy. Him gonna call her up and tell her about what happened. And Cindy's a bit more annoyed, but Deku, he knows how to handle her. At least for now. So that's good. So is she gonna leave you alone soon? I don't know, honestly. I want to talk to her and see where her mind's at whenever she's not trying to seduce me. You think that you can handle this? I dealt with her whenever I was a teenager. So, yeah, I think I can handle it. Especially now. Now? You know what I meant. Whenever things. Back whenever I was younger, me and her, things were complicated. I didn't know how to talk to girls. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And it was a bit weird. It just kind of became a part of my daily routine. Besides, I mean, after Toga, after Jessica, and, well, I don't. You know what I meant. I get what you mean. But don't forget Andriana. Okay, she didn't count. I'm just trying to mess with you. I I get it, but I thought about I thought about going to Shield to see a therapist. Are you sure? Yeah. I could talk to Mr. Stark and see if he knows anyone, but I don't want to bother him with that. I could talk to Steve, but oh, I have an idea. Who are you gonna go talk to? Um, I think it's I think it's about time I went to go see my mom. Uh, what? Yeah. So after I go out for coffee with her tomorrow, would you want to allow me? No, how about we all just go together? I want to see if I can check up on the inheritors, see how things went for them. See how things are going for them in that universe, maybe? I don't know. I'll just I'll go to coffee with her and then we can head out, okay? Fine. But do be careful, okay? I'll be fine. But with the company and everything though, I think this will be business as usual for right now. Nothing should be popping up soon. You really don't want to jinx it. I know. Do you plan to talk to Julia? I'm I'm not sure. I don't know what to say to her yet. Yeah, I don't know what to say to her either. What do we say? I don't know. I don't know. But hopefully things will be okay. Things will be better. Right. Well, I'm gonna go now and let you deal with work. Right, thanks. We're gonna hang up. And Deku, he actually doesn't stand up. Him gonna walk over and just doesn't draw on a board. Okay, so what can he do next? Okay, so let's see. Flying cars are still in development. Hmm. So, how about he focuses on that? He remembers that he studied the arc reactor. Okay, so let's pull up all of that and all of this and okay, so if we do that, we can not only save money on cost, but we can also at least cut out the middleman in this and okay, so we can manufacture that ourselves and hmm, Digger right now going to focus and work on the future. Right now, Midoriya Industries. One day it might get up there with other great names. It might get up there with people like Tony Stark. You have Oscorp, which fell to the ground and crumbled like a brick shithouse. But you also have Stark Industries, a place that stands tall and shows what the future is capable of. A man who flies around in a futuristic suit of armor, battling threats that should not exist but do. I mean, that just shows how smart the human mind can be. I mean, one day, Yaoyorozu Industries or the Yaoyorozu Corporation, the Intelli Corporation, Empire Unlimited, Midori Industries, and, well, Stark Industries, maybe they can all stand one day as the top 5. So, that definitely is a very nice idea for the future. And with that being said, Deku, he does get to sit down with Black Cat. Him trying to talk to her about a few things that have been going through her mind. And Black Cat, she definitely does have a lot of issues to work through. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.